choosing the right action camera can be tricky. There are hundreds of action cams out there, ranging from feature-packed 4K action cameras to cheap budget options. So which is the best action camera for you, and what features do you need? In this video, we're gonna be checking out the top 5 best action cameras in the market today. You can find links to the products in the description. If you've got another product in mind that you would like us to review, please comment down below. We'll look into it as soon as possible, and let you know how it compares to the items listed in this roundup. So, without further ado, let's get started with the list. Here's a small action camera with a big feature count. The One.Five is a tiny device that squeezes in a Sony RX0 CMOS sensor. Features include motion detection, time lapses and loop record. The latter continuously overwrites the oldest files, so you can choose when to save the last few minutes. That works well for action sports, and just as well as a dash cam. However, its 4K video claim comes with caveats. Not only will those after 4K video probably sneer at the One.Five's 24 FPS, GoPro and now go up to 60 FPS. But, even worse, its 4K video is actually interpolated from a 2.8K sensor, so it's all a bit of a fudge. Its smartphone app isn't much either, and its battery life is short. However, at its core, and especially with the optional 30 meters waterproof plastic housing, the One.Five is a good value action camera for cyclists and even drivers. The One.Five offers amazing 4K HDR video recording at a very reasonable price. That's not all this impressive little action camera offers. There's also a rare LCD screen, super slow motion 240 FPS video mode, and gyro stabilization. We're digging the design, and it like how it comes with a hard case plus a selection of mounts. Although this is a budget device, it certainly doesn't feel cheap. Sony's RX range of high-quality cameras have long been impressing. They introduced 1-inch sensors into the compact camera market, and it hasn't looked back since. Keen on making waves in the best action camera market, Sony outfitted the shockproof RX0 with a 1-inch sensor, much larger than on other rivals. And all that imaging cloud is housed in a body barely bigger than GoPro's Hero6 Black. Impressive indeed. A Zeiss lens bolsters the high image quality above and below the water, while other fantastic features include super slow video recording and the ability to capture 15MP stills. The Sony RX0 action cam is waterproof down to 10 meters without housing. But snap up a dedicated case, and you can punch that range to 100 meters. So far so good, right? Yep, but there is a downside. If you want to capture 4K, you'll have to use an external recorder to do so. Those who want the best quality action camera typically go for the latest GoPro model. There's only one problem with that, a high price tag. This much more affordable action camera from Technology gives you almost as much bang for your buck. For example, it's got a slightly larger touchscreen than a GoPro Hero6 Black, and matches its rival in recording 4K footage at 60 FPS. The results are detailed, smooth and colorful, and the user interface is both super fast and super simple. It doesn't include a waterproof housing, nor does it have GPS functionality. But those features aside, the E4K Plus is a fantastic action camera. If you like the look and feel of the best GoPro action cams but don't quite have the budget for one, there are a few lookalikes surfacing. One that instantly springs to mind is the E4K Plus, a well-featured action camera with the ability to record 4K at 60 FPS. Video recording is smooth, although admittedly not as impressive as what the GoPro delivers at 4K 30 FPS. Technology makes a big deal about the 4K Plus's voice command function, but that it can be a little patchy. The screen is crisp and easy to read, which is handy for viewing and framing in sunlight. Unlike the GoPro Hero 6, the E4K Plus isn't waterproof, and requires a waterproof casing before you can take it beneath the waves. Not necessarily a deal breaker, but it adds an extra layer of faff and cost that might put you off. What's not to like about the genre-defining GoPro Hero6 Black? Yes, it's pricey, but the action camera's 4K video recording at 60 FPS video is hard to beat. That's partly because of low light performance that's been improved over the previous Hero5 Black, and some excellent image stabilization to suppress camera shake, though there's much more here to like than mere video quality. Voice activation is useful when you've got your hands full, and the natively drop-proof, waterproof design, to 10 meters without an extra housing, makes it insanely usable. So does the excellent Quick smartphone app, which comes with a Quick Stories feature that automatically transfers and edits video for you. With features galore, the GoPro Hero6 Black is the best action camera around. For anyone who thought the Hero6 Black couldn't be improved upon, GoPro gives you HyperSmooth, a brand new in-camera video stabilization system that's so good that it awakens new creative possibilities. It even works up to 4K 60 FPS. Those using a gimbal on their GoPro can ditch it because HyperSmooth gives even handheld video a silky smooth look. However, it also brings to life a new possibility, handheld time-lapse video. Called Time Warp, the Hero7 Black's new 2GB memory allows it to apply HyperSmooth to handheld frame-by-frame time-lapse shooting. As well as these super stabilized hyperlapses, the Hero7 Black brings expanded dynamic range, super photo, and 12 separate voice commands. Continuing to reign supreme in the action camera market, the GoPro Hero7 Black brings a bevy of updates to the already superb Hero6. The most important of which is stabilization at 4K 60. Right now the Hero7 Black is the best action camera available bar none. And it's the best Go and Pro in the entire GoPro camera range. Waterproof down to 10 meters on its own, you can expand that to an impressive 30 meters with an optional GoPro waterproof housing. Plus, there's a bigger slew of compatible mounts and extras that work with a GoPro. One of our favorite features is the ability to record video at frame rates all the way up to 60 FPS. While image stabilization has been improved to make the need for a gimbal non-existent. There's a touchscreen on the rear of the Hero7 Black, which has also been improved for smoother gestures. But, and this is where it gets exciting, you can also use your voice to control the action cam. This is handy in situations where you can't physically reach the Hero7 easily, such as when surfing, climbing or snowboarding.